Hello, welcome back to Golden Table Tennis, where we talk about table tennis, analyze players, and make match predictions. Today, we are going to talk about a Chinese table tennis player which I'm sure a lot of you guys already know who he is. He is the Dark Knight, Lin Gaoyuan. Lin Gaoyuan choked big time in the WTT Champions European Summer Series 2022 held in Budapest, Hungary, losing to Tomokazu Harimoto of Japan 3-4 when he was leading 3-love. In Game 6, had 5 match points at 10-5 but still lost 11-13. In the final set, once again he was leading 9-4 but let Harimoto win 7 straight points in a row to claim the title. And if you think the choke against Timo Boll in the 2017 World Cup was already bad, here you go. This one was even worse, and it would go down to the history books as one of Lin Gaoyuan's biggest chokes. Lin Gaoyuan's journey as a Chinese main player is very depressing. He's really a wasted talent. If you watch him long enough, you'll know that his results with foreigners have never been great. Out of all the main players of China, Lin Gaoyuan lost to the most foreigners. Other than that, he always throws away matches when having a big lead. That's how he got his nickname, the Choker. He also has a nickname in China, which is Lin Mei Mei, which translates to Sister Lin. It's a provoking name which suggests that Lin Gaoyuan has the characteristics of a little girl. He lacks power and mentally timid just like a little girl. And I guess by now, after watching the WTT Champions final, you guys know why. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the history of Lin Gaoyuan and share my thoughts on why he is China's worst table tennis player despite having great skills and techniques. Lin Gaoyuan, born on 19 March 1995. He's a left-handed shake-hand attacking player. His specialty is his technique. It's very beautiful to watch. One of the best techniques in table tennis if you ask me. His backhand is very powerful and his reaction recovery speed is ridiculously fast, even faster than Fan Zhendong. In 2017, he got his nickname Dark Knight because he came out from absolutely nowhere and started beating everyone, even the best in the world like MALONG and Fan Zhendong. 2017 is the year where he started to shine. He got the MVP of the Marvelous 12 Chinese internal trials, beating MALONG, Fan Zhendong, and Xu Xing. The tournament MVP gets an automatic ticket to participate in the 2017 World Table Tennis Championships. We thought that this is the start of a Chinese hope, but it's actually just a fantasy. In the round of 16, he played Xu Xing. They played all the way to the 7th set, and Lin Gaoyuan had 5 match points at 10-5. Just as we thought he's going to make another big upset, he choked hard. He allowed Xu Xing to win 7 points in a row and steal the match 12-10 in the 7th.
Wow! Point lead wins the match. So that fast long serve and Xu Xing roaring with first 2 games of this match. He was down 2-3 and a good
He surprisingly won the Asian Table Tennis Championships 2017, beating Fan Zhendong 4-2. That's why everyone started to think that he is better and stronger version of Fan Zhendong and he would surpass him in no time. He was even given the opportunity to represent Team China in the 2017 World Cup. The World Cup only allows 2 players from each country to participate. One is given to MALONG and the other spot was given to Lin Gaoyuan. Can you imagine? China sacrificed Fan Zhendong to give the opportunity to an up-and-coming player, but Lin Gaoyuan screwed up big time. He didn't cherish the opportunity given to him. We all thought the choke against Xu Xing in the World Championships was bad, but later only we know that the worst has yet to come. In the 2017 World Cup quarterfinals, his opponent is legend player Timo Boll from Germany. Lin Gaoyuan was leading 10-4 in the 7th set and had 6 match points. 6! And yet he still let Timo Boll make a comeback. After that, the whole world has lost all faith in him. Nobody trusts Lin Gaoyuan anymore. From hero to zero. In the 2018 World Tour Grand Finals, he was surprisingly the only Chinese player left on the team. Fan Zhendong shockingly lost in the quarterfinals to Hugo Calderano 2-4, and Lin Gaoyuan defeated the one Chinese player who never lost to Harimoto, Xu Yixing. He is the last Chinese hope to defend the title, but because he choked, he lost to a 15-year-old Harimoto, letting Harimoto make history to become the youngest ever Grand Slam winner. I don't think the record would be broken anytime soon. 2019 was one of his most stable years. He climbed to his career high world ranking of number 2 in the world. He did that by making it into 6 consecutive finals: the World Tour Grand Finals last year, the Hungarian Open 2019, Portugal Challenge 2019, Qatar Open 2019, China Open, and the Hong Kong Open. Out of these 6 finals, he won 2 of them: the Hungarian Open and the Hong Kong Open.
Could very well be overseas. Oh my goodness, a break off the top of the net, the full apology.
In the 2019 China Open, he even made an epic comeback against Ocharov by saving 9 match points in Game 7 to win the match. We thought Lin Gaoyuan has finally grew up, but this amazing performance didn't last very long. Very soon after this impressive streak, he started losing again. He lost to Lin Yunru 2-4 in the Japan Open. After that, he lost to Lin Yunru again in the T2 Diamond League, this time with an even worse score of 0-4. He then lost to Patrick Franziska 1-4 in the round of 16 of the German Open. In the round of 16 of the Austrian Open, he lost to Zhao Zihao 2-4. In 2020, he lost to Vladimir Samsonov 3-4 in the round of 32 of the Qatar Open. After that, it is locked down and the players didn't get to participate internationally. The first ever tournament after a long time was the 2020 ITTF Grand Finals, and Lin Gaoyuan lost to Zhang Wujin 3-4 in the quarterfinals. From 2021 to 2022, he has lost to at least 4 foreigners. The WTT Luxor Contender 2021 is the first international tournament for a long time for Team China due to lockdown. But Lin Gaoyuan surprisingly lost to British player Paul Dringholt 3-1 in the round of 16. Paul is a player outside of the top 50. How did Lin Gaoyuan lose so badly? The next foreigner is Hugo Calderano. Lin Gaoyuan lost to Hugo 3-love in the WTT Cup Finals 2021. Can you imagine? A Team A Chinese player gets annihilated 3-love. When was the last time you see a foreigner do this to a Chinese main player? As I recall, only Chinese teammates have the potential to do this, but Lin Gaoyuan allowed a foreigner to do this to him. The next loss was also to a foreigner, which is Lim Jong-hoon. He lost to Lim Jong-hoon 3-love in the round of 64 of the Singapore Smash 2022. Is this the standard that a Team A player should have? If you are a Team B player like Liu Dingsuo or Yuan Licheng, then fine, it's forgivable. But today, you are the top player in China and the world. How could you deliver such quality? I am not saying that Team A player doesn't lose to foreigners. In fact, they do as well. In the WTT Champions alone, the other main players like Wang Chuqing, MALONG, and Liang Jingkun also lost to foreigners, but at least they gave a good fight before losing. The fourth foreigner is Harimoto, of course. In the span of 3 years, Lin Gaoyuan lost to at least 8 foreigners. Even his internal competition results is bad. In the first round of the Chinese National Games 2021, Lin Gaoyuan lost to Zhang Yudong, who isn't even a main player, 4-2. In the Chinese warm-up matches for the Olympics 2021, he lost to 16-year-old Ling Sidong, 3-love. In the 2021 Chinese Super League, he lost to China's sparring partner Yu Ziyang, 3-2. In the semi-final, he lost to Zhou Yu when he had match points opportunity, and that loss has caused his team to crash out of the semis. For those he didn't lose, he still had to fight very hard to win. Take the match against Liang Yanning in the men's team semi-final of the Chinese National Games 2021, for example. He narrowly beat Liang Yanning 3-2, even though Liang Yanning is a new player. He was actually leading 2-love in games and had 2 match points in the third game, but he let Liang Yanning win 4 points in a row to take the set. After that, Liang Yanning took another set and the score was tied to 2-all. Luckily, he was still able to win the match in the end. This is a very crucial match for Team Guangdong because if he had lost this match, that means Team Guangdong would not go to the final. Actually, Lin Gaoyuan wasn't really a nobody. He has been playing for a very long time, back in 2012 actually, and he was already a choker back then. World Junior Table Tennis Championships 2010 final, he lost to Song Hongyuan 4-2. You guys probably never heard of this guy because he has quit table tennis already. In the 2011 World Junior Table Tennis Championships semi-final, he lost to Koki Niwa 4-2. and in the 2012 World Junior Table Tennis Championships final, he lost to Fan Zhendong 4-2. 3 chances given to him and he won in none of them. After that, he has not been seen on international circuit anymore. Only after 5 years in 2017, he reappeared, of course the stronger version. However, he was only stronger in terms of techniques. Mentally, he is still the same. He never changed his old problem, and that is what made him the player he is today. You guys might be wondering, why is he still on the Chinese team for so long and still given so many opportunities to compete internationally? I thought China's tradition is to never lose to foreigners. Lin Gaoyuan already lost to so many foreigners, but why is he still given the chance? Sadly, China was in a pretty bad shape back in 2018. There isn't anyone better. China acknowledges that Lin Gaoyuan is terrible against foreigners, but there were no alternatives. Despite being bad, he is still the best compared to others. MALONG suffering from injury and stepped out of the international circuit for quite a while, and Zhang Jike also gradually stopped competing. Fan Zhendong and Xu Xing were the only 2 players left to carry China's pride. There's gotta be a 3rd player, right? So this person unfortunately had to be Lin Gaoyuan. Of course, things had changed now. China's young blood is starting to show up. They now have Liang Jingkun and Wang Chuqing. In 2018, Lin Gaoyuan was still better than these 2 players. Now, both of them had already surpassed him in terms of head-to-head as well as international results. Liang Jingkun has defeated Lin Gaoyuan in their last 3 encounters, whereas Wang Chuqing has never lost to Lin Gaoyuan ever since 2019 Hungarian Open. China is gradually giving up on Lin Gaoyuan to focus more on Liang Jingkun and Wang Chuqing, who has a better, brighter future. They are younger and also play much better than him. Here is proof that Lin Gaoyuan is getting dumped by the CNT. CNT had announced their lineup of 5 players for the 2020 Busan World Team Table Tennis Championships, and the 5 players are MALONG, Fan Zhendong, Xu Xing, Liang Jingkun, and Wang Chuqing. No Lin Gaoyuan. Of course, this tournament has been cancelled due to COVID-19, but at the moment, there is no announcement in the change in lineup for the World Team Table Tennis Championships 2022 held in Chengdu, so I assume that the lineup is still the same and Lin Gaoyuan will not go in. If there is any chance of Lin Gaoyuan going, it would be probably that Xu Xing decides to pull out. We haven't seen him for a long time and we don't know what happened to him. Did he plan to retire? Even so, this could be the last chance for Lin Gaoyuan to join, but he'll definitely join as a substitute player. The second proof is Lin Gaoyuan's coach on the court. The person coaching Lin Gaoyuan every time is his personal coach Liu Heng, but not head coach Qin Zhijian. You might be curious, why does this matter and how does it prove anything? Well, let me tell you that every player on the Chinese national team has their own personal coach. MALONG's personal coach is Qin Zhijian. Xu Xing's personal coach was Chen Qi. Fan Zhendong's personal coach was Wang Hao. And Wang Chuqing's personal coach is Liu Guozheng. Liang Jingkun's personal coach is Liu Ziqiang. However, all of these players except Lin Gaoyuan is coached by Qin Zhijian whenever they need to play a match against a non-Chinese. Did you notice it? This is something weird I realized in the Chinese national team. Why aren't they coached by their own personal coach but by the head coach? Qin Zhijian is the head coach of the CNT for a reason. He has the most experience and is tactically smart. He knows how to calm his players down under pressure, whereas their regular coaches might not be very good at this. So that is why Coach Qin must coach the players whenever they play. But you might ask, why doesn't this apply to Lin Gaoyuan? My opinion is this: because Coach Qin only wants to put more focus on the main players of Team China. Anyone who isn't a main player will not be coached by him. Other players are good example, like Yuan Licheng is not coached by Qin Zhijian. Xiang Peng is also not coached by Qin Zhijian. Even Liu Dingsuo is not coached by Qin Zhijian. All of these players have one thing in common, which is all of them are not in Team A. Lin Gaoyuan isn't coached by Qin Zhijian. It only means one thing, which is he has already been given up by Team China. I have to be honest with you, I was kinda happy for Lin Gaoyuan in the very recent WTT Champions Budapest. He was playing so well before the final. In the first round, he faced Lin Yun. Lin Gaoyuan was down 2 games against Lin Yun. In the third game, he was also 7-5 down. Just as we thought he would lose 0-3 to Lin Yunru, he managed to make an epic comeback to beat Lin Yunru 3-2. I was very happy to see him make this comeback because usually this happens to him, but now he has turned the tables. In the next round, he faced T-Mobile where he has lost 2 encounters to him, especially the iconic 2017 World Cup. I was delighted to see him overcome his trauma and destroy T-Mobile 3-love. After that, he left Japanese rising star Yukiya Uda scratching his head with the fast backhands to backhands rally, once again destroying him 3-love. In the semi-finals, he defeated legend Zhuang Zhiyuan 4-love, and the first set was even an 11-love. I was so confident that Lin Gaoyuan would win this tournament and end his losing streak because I can see that his old form was definitely back. The fast and speedy player that I know. In fact, the first 3 games where he won, that was the Lin Gaoyuan we once knew. He was so fast, so consistent that even Harimoto cannot keep up. I really thought he would annihilate him for them, but sadly, he is still the Lin Gaoyuan we are familiar with, mentally weak. This is definitely the biggest choke I've seen Lin Gaoyuan do and probably even the worst choke in the history of table tennis. Maybe even worse than Hao Shuai vs Michael Mays. And I thought Liang Jingkun's choke against Zhuang Zhiyuan is already bad, but Lin Gaoyuan's choke is even more fascinating. This is probably the last chance for Lin Gaoyuan to prove himself, and I don't think China would ever give him another chance. I have a feeling that China may ban him from participating in international tournaments after this big choke. Even if they do not ban him, I think they will kick him out of Team A and demote him to a lower team. Lin Gaoyuan is no longer young, but he still cannot prove himself. His fate will be the same like Zhou Yu and Fang Bo. Zhou Yu and Fang Bo had a few impressive performances. Fang Bo even reached the final of the 2015 WTTC, losing to MALONG 2-4. But these two never really maintained their consistency and lose to a lot of foreigners. They have soon been abandoned by the Chinese coaches. Lin Gaoyuan would very likely face the same consequences after this embarrassing loss when leading by that big of a margin. I am not saying that Harimoto is bad and doesn't deserve to win. I am just saying that Lin Gaoyuan shouldn't lose when he has such a big lead. I'd rather have him lose to Harimoto 1-4 than to lose 3-4 while leading. If he lost 1-4, at least I would feel better because I know he is weaker compared to Harimoto. But now it was such a big lead and this is something he shouldn't throw away. I wish him the best of luck when he returns to China. Before I end this video, I would like to share my final thoughts and summary. Lin Gaoyuan has very good techniques. I love his technique very much and I can watch it all day every day. It is so beautiful. However, his mental is really very bad. It's been so many years since he showed up in front of our eyes. Almost 5 years to be honest, and he had not strengthened his mentality. I don't completely blame him because mental strength is something that cannot be taught or learned. It is something natural which either you have it or you don't. Not everybody can be as cool and calm as Zhang Jike. This is probably the furthest Lin Gaoyuan could go. What do you guys think? Do you think there is any hope left for Lin Gaoyuan? Will he be kicked out of Team A? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We can discuss this together. With that, I would like to end today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.